Assistant Director in Planning and Strategy. Very excited, guys. Come along with me. Remember, guys, we started our previous episode on discussing more about what is the National Development Plans and the goals that are within the National Development Plans. Today, we are going to talk about the opportunities provided by the National Development Plan. So this is my thinking. These are my thoughts, as I've indicated, guys, with my experience and what I've seen. I think this is what the national development provides to the employee. The very first thing that comes to mind is service to the community. I did mention, guys, in my very first episode that I do believe that as human beings, we are looking for meaning and we are looking for a way in which we could show up. I think the majority of us, you want to do something where you can serve to the community. I think whilst you'll be able to get a good, decent career within government, but you also get to connect to something that is meaningful, And I think a lot of us, that's what we are striving for really in our lives. There's good financial rewards, guys. Working for government does provide some decent rewards. In fact, some of the statistics that I've been checking, we pay quite very well in this country. I must be honest, we actually are in top there with regards to other countries that are doing very well economically. So we should be proud of ourselves. Stability is very, very, very key, guys. You want some form of predictability. And I think that's what the national development provides, because those problems, as community grows, they are going to be there, probably not at such a big scale, but for the next many, many years, we are really going to be trying to work hard on this national development plan, because we know, South Africa, we've got rather a unique history and a beautiful story to tell. So we are really trying to work towards that. I think the working for the government and just connecting to the national development plan gives you a sense of purpose. You are kind of clear of what you are supposed to achieve. And I think purpose, guys, is quite important. Vision, purpose in life, those things, those values are really quite important to me. I think there is a great amount of job satisfaction, the structures that are placed in government. There's a lot of support, there's career development, there's good money. So that comes with a lot of job satisfaction. I can tell you that job satisfaction is very, very important and essential need for anybody who is in a working class. There are also great retirement packages. I mean, I'm sure each one of you can relate. If you've had a teacher in your community, there's generally a decent lifestyle that one has if they were an employee of the government. These are opportunities that I see when I look at our national development plan, because it assists a person who wants to start their career working in government to say, I need something that is of service to community. And you can start looking at the national development plan. How I think about it when I imagine, perhaps if you are a teenager, you are sitting at home and not knowing which career path to take. I think the national development plan, it's a good place to start, because it gives an indicator of the different specialties or the different industries that are there. For example, if you are going to choose a department of education, for example, I always choose this department. I don't know. It's because I really do love it. Actually, I do like what the department stands for and what it seeks to achieve. You are going to find the numerous public entities under this department, and you could sort of find your way around what area or what sphere of the department do you feel that you connect the most with. And then I think you can start there and build your career along that ladder. So I think it's just a fantastic opportunity if you feel, I am the kind of person that I really enjoy my 9 to 5. I mean, a lot of organizations, public entities are adjusting even with these times, as we said, that things keep on improving. I mean, people are working from home where practical and where possible. So really, if you want something to do, I think start with the National Development Plan, find the different areas of the problems that it is trying to solve, and connect yourself to that vision of that department. And I'm sure something beautiful can come up, and you definitely can have a fulfilling career and a long, rewarding career. I'd like to throw in something a little bit creative into this discussion. I thought, let me think of something. What is there? What is an opportunity that is available for the entrepreneur? They always say to us, when you want to start a business, guys, you must always think about what problem are you trying to solve. So when you're young and you actually don't know where to start, and maybe in your community there are things that bother you, but you don't kind of have a structure or a place that you can go to understand the magnitude of the challenges, I think the National Development Plan is your go-to place. You know why? Because it identifies what problem to solve. It's already identified in all spheres of human life, from childbirth up until, the whole life cycle of a typical South African is represented there in the National Development Plan. I think it's just a fantastic source for you to have a look at, in terms of if you don't know what problem you are trying to solve, or you're actually thinking, you know what, I know what problem to solve, but I want to have a different take or a different angle. Start reading the National Development Plan and choose one chapter or one department that's trying to solve, and go to the website of that department and try to read and link the problem that is there, the solutions provided by the National Development Plan, and look at the strategies that the department is trying to implement to complement resolving those problems. I think it's just an amazing data source, okay? The research data is already there. So when you are doing your business plan, remember, you must have a watertight business case. So the NDP gives you that, guys, for free. This is information that is publicly available. So if you are an entrepreneur, I definitely encourage you to go read and do your research using the NDP as your starting point to identify which problem you'd love to solve. All right. The NDP also provides strategic elements on what needs to be done. And I think, guys, that's fantastic. If you are an entrepreneur, you really are trying to solve a problem, you might not know how or the extent of solving that problem. And the NDP gives you that strategy. So why not read up on the NDP? Why not have a look at the strategic elements of what needs to be done? And when you start in your own initiative and you've explored a little bit, it becomes much easier for you to partner with government, because you would have already understood what government is trying to achieve. And when you're doing your business case, it makes it easier, because that's what government is trying to do, and you are just complementing. And remember, guys, any government or any country, the solutions will always be solved by the what you call the unity or the coming together of different stakeholders, which is government and private sector and other stakeholders. So I think if you are an entrepreneur, there's a huge opportunity for you here. It also gives you future predictions. I mean, part of your business case is you need to be able to project into the future and look what are the possibilities and sustainability of your business should things change. And the NDP provides you with that. And the more you go into these departments, actually, once you've linked to what problem you're trying to solve, you get a lot of statistical data which are futuristic, and you can put that and package them as part of your business case. So I think there's real opportunity here, guys. I really want you to take note of. All right, let's move right along. You guys can tell that the National Development Plan is really one of my most favorite documents.